He fired me at noon in front of everyone. By sunset, his whole empire started to crumble. This is the story of a quiet man who turned humiliation into the perfect legal revenge. Hey, if you love satisfying revenge stories, stick around. In the next 15 minutes you'll hear how one fired employee used nothing but patience, proof, and people to bring down a toxic boss. No violence, no illegal hacks, just cold, smart karma. He humiliated me in front of everyone. He fired me on the spot. But just a few weeks later, his company collapsed. And it all started with me. This is the story of patience, intelligence, and the sweetest revenge I have ever seen. My name is Isan. For 6 years, I worked at a company called Novatech Solutions. I wasn't extraordinary, just an average, hard-working employee. I showed up on time, worked late when needed, and never complained. But my boss, Richard, the CEO, was a different kind of man. Arrogant, power-hungry, obsessed with control. On the surface, the company looked shiny and successful. But behind the walls, I knew something wasn't right. Fake invoices, shady contractors, and money moving where it shouldn't. I raised questions a few times, but I was always told the same thing. Mind your own business. Then came the Thursday that changed everything. I was presenting a financial report, and yes, I had made a mistake. Just one digit, a misplaced zero. It didn't ruin the project. It didn't cost the company money. But for Richard, it was the perfect opportunity. In front of the entire staff and even clients on a video call, he shouted at me, called me useless, incompetent, and right there he fired me. My ID card was disabled. Security escorted me out. I carried my things in a cardboard box, humiliated, angry, and broken. But that night, instead of exploding in anger or doing something reckless, I decided on something else. If Richard wanted to destroy me, I would destroy him. Not with violence, not with chaos, but with truth. I went back to my laptop and started collecting everything I had. Old emails, screenshots, records of fake invoices. Every suspicious file I had touched in the last year. I reached out to an old colleague who had also been mistreated. I asked a friend, an accountant, to help me organize the numbers. And slowly, piece by piece, I built a case. A mountain of undeniable proof. When I was ready, I took 3 steps. First, I filed an official fraud report with a state hotline. Second, I emailed a local journalist and attached the evidence. Third, I reached out to the company's biggest client and warned them that their projects were at risk. It didn't take long. Within a week, auditors showed up at Novatech's headquarters. A newspaper article raised serious questions. The biggest client froze their contracts. Richard tried to deny everything, but the evidence was too strong. Soon the company faced heavy fines. Investors pulled out. Clients vanished. And the empire Richard had built on arrogance and lies crumbled in front of his eyes. As for me, I never went back to Novatech. I found a new job at a smaller, more honest company. I didn't need to scream or fight or get revenge in the heat of the moment. I had something better, the satisfaction of watching karma unfold. And that's the lesson. Revenge doesn't always have to be loud or violent. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is patience. It's keeping your head clear, gathering the truth, and letting justice do the rest. Richard wanted me to feel small. Instead, I watched his entire empire fall apart. And that, I can tell you, was the sweetest revenge of all. If you liked this story, hit like, share this video with someone who loves a satisfying payback, and subscribe for more true Reddit tales. Tell me in the comments, what would you have done if you were Ethan? I read every comment.